Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Play Mighty Gunvolt Burst. Yep, that little game they took and had for just a little bonus that came with Azure Striker Gunvolt all those years ago, they turned into a full-fledged game. Yeah, it's actually done pretty well. It's gonna be interesting handling this game because there's actually a lot of characters to it. Anyways, I've already gone and set up my controls to how I feel comfortable, so we can head right into the game. This is actually my second time recording this due to, mishap I had, forgetting that my audio does not get picked up when it runs through my soundbar, because my TV is not set up that way. Anyways, as I said, there's a lot of characters, so you're going to be seeing a lot of playstyles here. However, there are only really 2, maybe 3 major stories in this game. As you can tell by the name, Mighty Gunvolt, the 2 main characters of this game are going to be Mighty Number 9, and Azure Striker Gunvolt. Beck and Gunvolt. There are multiple characters here. I don't know if the 3rd character has plot importance, but everyone does have an opening story and an ending story, but the 2 who have the biggest plot significance are Beck and Gunvolt. So I am going to run through the game with every character, showing off all of their intros as I show off the characters. And then Gunvolt and Beck, I'm going to be showing off a lot more of their plot as we go along. So let's get a file started by showing off the characters first. So as I said before, Beck and Gunvolt are the main characters, so they are here. Gunvolt's rocking his Gunvolt 2 outfit. And then we have Ekiro, who's the 3rd character I believe might have more plot importance in this game, but don't quote me on that. Fun fact, if you guys are playing the PS4 version of this game, a Mighty Galgun Burst, it is the same game, just with a different title. Ekiro will be playable from the get-go, whereas anyone on the Switch, she was a DLC character at the beginning. Then we have good old Call, who is the support robot of Dr. Sonda. Jules here too, and I like her playstyle, it's very unique. Ray's here with her capabilities as well, and yes, the health draining is one of them, though you can actually turn that off. I'll show it off at a later point. Then you have Copen, which he has access to all of his EX skills, and yes, this is the Gunvolt 2 Copen. Corona, who's also from Galgun. By the way, last I checked, Galgun's an M-rated game, so view with caution. And Tenzo, who's also from Galgun. So we have 3 characters, each from their respective games. All made or developed by Inti Creates. So I am going to start off with Beck, and then I'll trade off to GV, and as we continue through the game, we'll see the characters' intros, and you will see me use the full-powered version of the other characters, because they are not as plot significant. Anyways, let's get started. It is the year 20XX. Breakthroughs in robotic technology have ushered in a new era of society in the US. One day, the Mighty Numbers, a powerful team of robots developed by Dr. White, suddenly began to lose control and cause chaos throughout the nation. The root cause of this phenomenon was unknown. The 9th Mighty Number, a robot named Beck, was somehow unaffected by this phenomenon. Equipped with the ability to bring his brothers and sisters back to normal, Beck was I cannot speak to save my life, holy crap. Successful in returning them to their true selves. Hoping to be better prepared for such situations in the future, Dr. White expedited the completion of an advanced weapon system that he had been researching for a while. Beck, I've made a new VR training program based off your experiences thus far. This time, your weapons will be able to sync with you and power up or evolve as you make progress. Alright, let's get started. Roger that, Professor. And off we go. So, the way this rare item screen works is the 2 at the top, those are rewards you can choose when you complete a stage. So yes, replayability is a big thing with this, and honestly, it's worth it, especially with the customization system that's going to offer here. Those lower ones are ones you can find in the stages. So if we take a look at the rare item rewards, so you can see here it says rewards and treasures. These are what you'll pick up in the stages. So without further ado, let's hop into the first stage, the city. The CP will come into play later. And here we go, an 8-bit version of Mighty Number 9 with Mega Man playstyle, honestly. Which, people say this is better, and I frown upon that because it's not supposed to play like Mega Man, it's supposed to have its own identity. It's a Mega Man-esque. It has a similar playstyle, but it's different. Anyways, this is why this game is called Mighty Gunvolt Burst. We're introduced to the burst system. Destroying enemies when you're up close and personal creates a more magnificent explosion. This is called burst, and it's not just for show. Each burst you get increases your score. Pull up multiple bursts in a row to start a burst combo. It increases by 1 for each burst you accomplish. Should you fail... Wow, I cannot say S's today. Should you fail to achieve a burst, the counter resets to 0, and it does not reset over time. So that means you can hold onto your combo throughout the whole stage without a timer dropping it. The bigger your burst combos get, the more you raise your score. If you're going for the highest score you can get, then keep that combo going as long as you can. So yeah, it's mostly just for high score, but it's kind of nice to see, and it really tests your risk-reward scenario. So that's the first goodie that we got. I'm gonna go over him. Alright, and now I can worry about this. Go get that apple. Some places won't let you progress until you've beaten all the enemies in the screen. Alright. I'll try and keep my combo going the best of my abilities. And because I've completely memorized the stage, I know where all the hidden goodies are. Don't worry, there will be a way to actually detect them later on. Apologies, some technical difficulties came up. I had to pause for a moment. Alright. Continuing on. Let's see how well I can do. I've already... Like I said, this was scrap recording, so... I know exactly what I'm doing and how well to do it. Except for when that happens. Because you can actually jump off ladders in this game. Something that got introduced later in Mega Man games. No, come back here! This is an invincibility thing, so I should be good for a while. Ow. I said for a while, so... Okay, another hidden wall here. Don't worry about the names, we'll actually be able to make use of those later on. Okay, may as well. Do-do-do. Ow, should have waited. These guys never turn around, that's the more interesting part. I'm gonna go for the peach. Last hidden item is right here. Alright, and now... Shows the pause menu here because it wants to show off what you can do. You can go into your customization screen anytime. You also have make use of those food items that can restore your health. Pretty much think of these as E-cans, but with a certain power level to them. And of course, you can adjust the options at any time. Anyways, it's boss time. So, let's take on the boss and just get this done. Health bar is at the bottom, which makes it easier. Only hung from the ceiling, that's new. I always try and wait till he starts walking across the screen. His attack pattern has changed since the last time I played it. Then again, I used to wipe him out pretty quickly back then. This again? Oh wow, the shockwave actually hurt. And you can get a burst on the bosses as well. There we go. That is stage 1. That's odd. I beat the stage, but it seems like I can't move on. Who's that? I've never seen this guy before. Maybe he's one of those GMs that helps you out if you're stuck. My name is Gunvolt, the Azure Striker. Also known as GV, but I guess in this case, you can also call me GM. This world is under the control of my Azure Striker's septimal power. Come now, the real game is just getting started. Defeat the bosses and make your way to this world's final destination. As my phone goes off... Hold on. Just interrupted the interruptions tonight. Anyways. Gunvolt, huh? Who in the world is this guy? My phone couldn't have waited a few seconds sooner. Damn it. Anyways, of course, you get your score. And if you're curious what rank you got, you hit details. Hey, I'll take it. I discovered a problem with the VR training program. This entire VR world is under the control of a GM named Gunvolt. After that, I looked for the word exit on the console I found, but I couldn't find it anywhere. I have the power to help robots who've lost control, but that power is locked during training. Now all I have is my trusty custom shot. This is a new weapon that the professor entrusted to me that can take many different forms. And that is something we'll get introduced to after the reward system here. So I am going to actually go with the CP up, because that's going to come into play here. There's also challenges in this game, or achievements, whatever you want to call them. Out of the entire set of achievements... not the button I wanted, but okay. Yeah, custom icons. Challenges. I have only got 2 left to complete. I've actually completed almost everything else here. This is a separate account, so you'll see different files here. Anyways, our next thing is customize. Those CP points you've been seeing, or cost points, I call them custom points, will allow us to customize our weapons. This is what really makes the difference in Mighty Gunvolt Burst. So we go into customize. Yes. I'll explain this stuff here afterwards. First, let's customize a weapon. We have different styles of weapons because Beck has the ability to copy his siblings' abilities. Or I guess you could say assimilate them and make them his own. For now, we don't have much, so I'm just going to stick with normal. And I do this for a reason, because the basic shot you can't alter or edit once at all. So we can change how many bullets are on the screen if we so chose. The method of fire, which right now we've just got single. Trajectory, which we can do a curve if we so chose. As well as change the speeds. For now I'm going to keep it on straight. And then we can change the actual speed to shoot faster or slower. And then the duration, so how long the bullets stay on screen. So you can make it so they're short. A little shorter. The average, which is 1.5 seconds, 3, and 5. And as you can see, the CP cost changes depending. I'm going to keep it on 1.5 because I don't tend to have it go too far off the screen. Then there's the way to dissipate the bullets. We just have the regular for now, and the bullet size. This one's always fun. This will actually change the hitboxes for the blast as well. I'm going to keep it on medium for now, though. And then the dousing, which we unlocked in the first stage. This will actually let you know when there's a hidden wall close by, and if you're playing with a Switch controller such as the Joy-Con Pro controller, anything that has the HD rumble feature, it'll go off as you get close to a hidden wall. So it'll vibrate the controller, and it'll get faster depending on how close you are. Alright, so that's all the customization I'm going to do here. As you can see, I'm well within my CP points. If I were to go over that, then it does cause some problems, so try your best to stay within it. There's only one character that has that exception, and I will be explaining her later. So for now, I'll save, equip it right away, and I'm going to change my quick equip to disable this, because I'm never going to use the base shot. You can't change it at all, so there's no point to me. Whereas I will have been filling this as we defeat bosses. And that pretty much does it. So, one last thing to point out, as you can see, we had to choose our rewards whenever we cleared the stage. That means in order to get all the rewards, you have to replay the stages. And this is neat because you can increase your score with each customization you do, and the shorter time you get, the bigger your score. So it's a nice way to get a nice high score if you want to aim for that. For me, I'm just going to be collecting the rewards so we have access to a lot of the capabilities at our disposal. But for now, I'm going to stop here. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Let's Play Mighty Gunvolt Burst. This is Autumn Child saying I'll see you all next time.